Her smile is the first thing to greet you. Marian was one of the first community members I met when joining the Bridge of Hope team. As a Ville resident and community member, meet and listen to Marian as she shares what Bridge of Hope means to her.
I'm the 10th child out of 13 kids. And my mom and my dad were in my life. So I grew up down in the projects. When I was 17 years old, I caught a murder case, which it ended up getting dropped down to an involuntary manslaughter. I was playing with a gun and I accidentally shot my neighbor, and she was 9 years old. So that's when my life began. My mom passed. Okay, I went to prison when I was 17. My mom passed when I was in prison. So my journey began there. I learned in prison. I ended up getting my GED. I ended up accomplishing a data entry certificate. I took a basic and advanced culinary arts. I got my CNA license, and I also got my cosmetology license. So I stayed in prison from 88 to 91. I did 3.5 years on 5 years. Came home in 1992. When I came home in 1992, things were different, because my mom wasn't there, my dad was there, and my dad was also suffering from alcoholics. At 24, I started using drugs. That's when the problem really began. I got hooked to heroin. Thank God now I've been clean 2.5 years. So I got hooked on drugs at 24, had my daughter when I was 24. I started using drugs, and my life just went down a spiral. And not knowing that I was suffering from depression, I was suffering from ADHD, I was suffering from bipolar, and they say manic depression, and which I can see the manic depression because I held that for so long. 14 was my breaking point. My sister passed, and she was 38 years old. She had cancer, breast cancer. And I looked at that as somebody have to take control, because her kids were dependent on me because I was in their life, all their life, and they looked up to me like, okay, my mom gone, we need you now. What are you gonna do? So I had let my family down for so many years saying, okay, I'm gonna clean up, I'm gonna get myself together, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Which I know now that it's easy to say that you wanna get off drugs and you can go to the best treatment centers in the world. But if you don't have it heard and heard, you're never gonna get it. You have to feel it, you have to want it to get off of it. And when my sister passed, that was my wake-up call. She never I have done things to her, stole money from her. I have did a lot of things to her, being a drug addict. And she used the word, I'm sick. And she never turned her back on me. And when she passed, it was like my whole world just went down. Okay, now what you gonna do? I don't have her to run to anymore. Who's gonna save me now? Because she was my savior. She was into church. She was, she was like my angel. And when she left, I was angry all over again. And I left my family and I stayed hid for a year and a half. I didn't let them find me or anything. I was staying in vacant buildings. And I was doing a lot of things. Thank you. And I got hooked back on drugs. And this time I started intervening. When I was doing it then, I was snorting. I started intervening. I overdosed in a vacant building. And one of my friends, she brought me back. And when I woke up, all I could see
was my sister saying, "This not you. It's not your turn. It's not your turn." I had tried to get my life. I did, start trying to get my life back. At this time, my daughter's 18. She done graduated from high school. And now I'm thinking it's too late. I done missed her whole life. And then now she's coming to me and she's telling me she's going to college in California, which I was happy, that she didn't turn her life, like some kids follow behind their parents. And I thank God that my daughter chose to go another route. And she sit and tell me, "I seen everything that you went through. I don't want to be like that." That woke me up. That woke me up. That right there. And when I seen my daughter go off to college, I was so happy. So I said, "Okay, you're going to college, you're going to California, that's a long way from here. Who gonna help you?" She said, "No, I got me. Who gonna help you?" And it's like she talked to me like she the parent. And which I used to be kind of upset about it, but then I look at it and be like, somebody got to be the parent. Somebody got to be the parent. And I look and I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed for her because her and my sister, they're my angels. So when she left and went to California in 2018, I was done. She called home. Like, she was up there for a year, called home. And I always ask God this: if you bless me with a grandbaby, I'll stop using drugs. My wish came true. I got that grandbaby. My life got clean in 2019. No, 2018. And I haven't turned back since. I ended up getting an appointment through St. Patrick's at St. Matthew, appointments around the corner from Bridge of Hope. So they told me about Bridge of Hope. They was like, they do the same thing that we do. They can help you just like we can help you. You have to go around there and want to get the help. So I said, okay, if I don't stay around positive people, I'm going to end up being back in the same position that I was in. And I don't want to go back there because I have Ava, and Ava is my grandbaby. So I walked around her one day, not knowing a soul, came in, and it was just like, okay, I like it. I met you guys and talked to you guys. Never told anyone my story. This is my first time telling you my story. And I felt at home here. I felt comfortable. And you guys give me a lot of hope. And I know that if something was to bother me, I have someone I could come and talk to. Like, I don't have to turn back to drugs to get help. I can come to you. I can come to Lydia. I can come to Miss Shelley. I can call Miss Keeley. Like, I have you guys too, my support team too. So that makes me feel good. That gives me hope. So I've been doing studies. I've been going to the library, reading up on how to get me a loan from the bank and, making up like what's my next step? Who can I talk to? That's what I'm working on now because you guys have been a big help to me. Little do y'all know I really appreciate you guys so much. That's why I come around here every time y'all open, even when I don't even need it. I just need the feeling. When it gives me hope, even just to even walk around here and know that I have somewhere to come. Like even, like some days I wake up, not feeling good. Okay, let me walk around the corner of the Bridge of Hope. And when I come around here, it's like my hope begins again. My spirit get lifted back up. And I am so blessed and I'm so grateful for you guys. So grateful.
In 2021, we need 100 partners to donate a minimum of $50 a month to assist us in the fight for social and economic empowerment throughout the city of St. Louis. You can learn more and become a bridge builder by clicking the link below.